Do something! Do something! On election day, we are going to do something! UPP Massive, good evening! I want to say a special good evening to our Prime Minister, the Honorable Winston Baldwin Spencer. I want to say good evening to my neighbors, Dr. Fillmore Benjamin and Brother Mervyn Richards. We are in Zone 1, and I want to assure you that we will bring home all 4 seats in Zone 1. We are on friendly grounds. And before I go any further, let me officially congratulate the Otters Rangers Football Club on their promotion to the Premier Division of Antigua and Barbuda. I want to say to them, welcome, because that team have a lot of youngsters from the Browns Avenue, the Martins Village, and even the Cashew Hill community. I look forward to working with you also in the Premier Division as you join your counterparts, Jennings Grenades, up there. Brothers and sisters, Malwin Joseph's coffin done mek. We are waiting for the Prime Minister to announce the date to officially give him retirement and burial of his political legacy in Antigua and Barbuda. For over 25 years, St. Mary's North have been kept stagnant. He cannot build nor maintain a proper library. But he promised us all to do so. For over 15 years, he could not activate an old people's home, but he promised to do so. He went on a mission, and he started to promote himself to become the leader of the Antigua Labour Party, but he cannot do so. And he promised us to do so. He is part of a team in the Labour Party who don't want to see Gaston Brown be Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, and he has promised us to do so. But what did Malwin really do? That is something the people of St. Mary's North should ask themselves. Malwin Joseph is considered the great pretender. He must tell the people of St. Mary's North how many parcels of lands he bought as a minister of government between 1983 and 2004. I dare say, if he failed to do it before the election campaign is over, I will do it to the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Many of the lands that should have been given to young people in St. Mary's North, he has grabbed it for himself. Brothers and sisters, he must tell the people of this country, if he had a supermarket at Jolly Harbor, and if one morning his wife went to work to operate the supermarket and she made the chains on the doors, he must tell us what happened to that supermarket, because the story will be told before the general elections are over. He must tell us He must tell us about the library building in Jennings. Who owns the land that the library building is on? And who owns the building itself at this point in time? Malwin Joseph, you must tell us, or I will tell the people before the general elections are over. You know, the question is, my people, whose interests does Malwin Joseph really serve? When he tells us how much lands he owns in this constituency, we will know whose interests he serves. But it was Lester Bird in his newspaper in the 1980s, and many of you will recall this. In the 1990s, the paper said that Malwin Joseph was removed from the cabinet because he wanted a piece of the action. What you mean by a piece of the action? Lester Bird, Robin Yarwood, and Hugh Marshall know, because you remember the action that they were into. The Bendels people had to pong his hands, pong his elbow to get rescue from the quarry operation and the problems the people were facing in Bendels from the quarry operations, where schools had to be closed when they were going to blast. Whose interest was Malwin Joseph serving in government? In the last election, he barely scraped through. He had running belly and bloody nose when the people of St. Mary's North were done with him. He won by a mere 21 votes. I say to you, 21 votes. But I want to say to him tonight that there is a very serious figure that is hanging over his head. In Jennings, I told you that I was leading him by 15%. Therefore, if he wants to win the seat, he must move from 30% up to 45%, and then the dance will start. That 15% is bothering him all today. He must tell the people of St. Mary's North why just this week had he repossessed the vehicle that the Jamaican and Bendels Road was driving. And if you think me lie, go up in the Hadid parking lot and you see the vehicle with all the pitch up on them. Go up there now and you see it tonight. Oh, the people of St. Mary's North will know. Brothers and sisters, Malwin Joseph, when you hear him on radio, he speaks so passionately about education. He speaks so passionately about libraries. I want to remind you that he built the library in Jennings from the materials from the old Epicurean building. You remember where that was? Right next to Recreation Ground. He got the building from Bolio for the community. And when he lost the election in 2004, the building closed. The library was of no use. And I reminded you in Jennings a few weeks ago that is rats and dogs and fleas live in the building. Goats trampling, old car park up in front of the building. The area is like a ghetto in Jennings. And Woodlow's killing his supporters who live around the building. Just the other day, he put all the books in a container. And he so loved education, he caused all the books to burn in a container. They're rotten and they're burnt in that container. That's his love for education. Brothers and sisters, right at home here in Browns Avenue, Malwin Joseph had a library. And what you think he did with the library? In 2004, he closed the library. And in 2009, he closed that library. In 2013, he started to repair the library on Runner Road, and he painted the building red and white. That building you see on Runner Road was for the people of St. Mary's North, the people of Browns Avenue and Martin's Village. He has robbed the people of knowledge by removing the library and placing his office in the very building. The young people and constituents of Browns Avenue and Martin's Village must never forgive him for what he has done for the future of this constituency. Brothers and sisters, the road ahead in St. Mary's North looks good. The prospect for St. Mary's North is wonderful. I want to say to you tonight, that after 25 years of representation, I want Malwin Joseph and the Labour Party to say to the people of St. Mary's North, what is his legacy? What is his legacy? He has done nothing, absolutely nothing, for the people of Bendels, the people of Martin's Village, the people of Browns Avenue, the people of Golden Grove, the people of Creekside. He has absolutely done nothing in Cashew Hill. He has done nothing in Jennings. His legacy has gone with time. I want to say to you tonight, with the support of this government, we have started the reconstruction of St. Mary's North. In Cashew Hill right now, Public Works is cleaning the very filthy drain that Malwin Joseph left there for the people of Cashew Hill to suffer with. In Cashew Hill right now, Public Works is repairing the roads that Malwin Joseph forgot about for 25 years. In Cashew Hill and Browns Avenue, right now, APUA is installing street lights for the people of the area because of the rising crime. People are now more secured with Chester Hughes and the United Progressive Party in St. Mary's North. In Bendels, Public Works this week began work on the roads in Bendels because I said to my political leader that we cannot enter the election without the people of Fibre getting water and the people of Bendels getting proper roads to their homes. On the issue of water in Fibre, or you call it Bath Lodge, last election, Malwin Joseph took a water tank to Bath Lodge. And when he take that tank to Bath Lodge, he park it there full of water. And he asked the people if they want the tank to stop look rusty, they must paint the tank. And as soon as he win the election, a rig come and pull the tank out of Bath Lodge. And for 4 years, the people of Bath Lodge had to endure that poverty-stricken situation of not having pipe-borne water in the area. I say to them tonight that APUA has assured me that the water will be in those lines before the general elections is called. And all they have to do is put the application in and ensure that the pipelines are secure to their homes, because they will be able to have proper showers with government running water in the near future. Brothers and sisters, the UPP has placed many young people to work. The GATE program, the EACH program are further examples of this government's forward movement. We are preparing our young people for the world of work. We are creating a technologically savvy generation whose skills in some areas can compare and compete and outstrip the rest of the world. Pound for pound, we are driven to be the most technologically grounded and enabled country in the world. That is why in tourism, Minister McGinley has said, we have had an extremely strong online marketing presence to the people in Italy, Russia, and so on. We have used the very technology in tourism to reduce personal and building usage costs. But at the same time, we have dramatically increased our reach in current and new markets. It was Rob Barrett, my friend, who said that he had the best winter season for 2013. In the last 20 years, he has had the best winter season, 2013. And I look forward to the 2014 figures from his company. That is why investor confidence in our economy today is strong despite the world economic crisis. But brothers and sisters, don't take my word for it. Ask Neil Forrester what the stayover visitor numbers are like for 2013. Ask the people of Galley Bay what amount of money they have spent renovating and expanding that hotel. Ask the people of Daniel Bay what they have invested in that new hotel. Ask our very own Calypso Scorpion why he invested in a restaurant business and name it Beach Limers. I also want you to ask Mr. Ding. You know Mr. Ding? Do you know Mr. Ding? When Gaston Brown couldn't run the supermarket in Jennings, a man named Mr. Ding took it over and he's running profitable now. So if he can't run that, how he gonna run a country? Brothers and sisters, like Baldwin Spencer, they are good leaders, and they all have confidence in this economy. They all have confidence in the UPP as we direct economic policy. There is strength in the team that Baldwin Spencer leads. That is the leadership we bring to this country. Brothers and sisters, the East Caribbean Central Bank showed that the growth in this great nation was the best in the entire OECS for 2013. There is nothing but blue skies ahead. I see my parliamentary friend, Tico Lake, around here. I want to ask Tico Lake one question. One question, Tico Lake. What is your position on the Beaches project? And are you a follower or a leader in the Labour Party? Because many young people in Otters, in all the areas around your constituency, yearn for full-time employment. Are you a stagnant leader or are you a progressive leader, Tico Lake? What is your position on the Beaches project? Are you supporting it or are you against it? I listen and wait for your answer on the political platform. Brothers and sisters, because of the leadership of Baldwin Spencer, Antigua and Barbuda is a better place today. We are better because there is no Gaston Brown as Prime Minister of this country. There is no Asset Michael as Minister of Economic Development. There is no Lester Bird, no Malwin Joseph, no Robin Yarwood, no Lennox Weston, no Chet Green, no Cutie Benjamin in the governance of Antigua and Barbuda. My brothers and sisters, it is UPP all the way. We are unshakable. We are unbreakable. We are unstoppable. We are standing firm for a third term. We are standing firm for a third term. We are standing firm for a third term. Keep the faith, my brothers and sisters. The road to victory is very good without obstacles. Thank you very much. May God bless you, the people of Antigua and Barbuda. May God bless our political leader. May God bless our nation. Thank you very much.